JP out here. Now let's check in on our friend Brandon Bender, who you are going to be playing for here today. Brandon, great to see you. Giving you the nice 2 thumbs up. Wow, we love that little fireworks. Quite
That's
the
awesome.
entrance, Brandon.
It's great to see you too, Brooke and Joshua. Thank you so much for having me on.
No, I appreciate you joining us, man. Looking forward to it. Let's get you a little, prize
cash.
at the end.
Yeah. All right. Well, JP, you should be familiar with these questions because today's theme is all about past millionaires. Okay. So you've answered these questions correctly, a good bit of them. But I know it feels a little different once you're in the chair and when we have the music and the lights go down. Cue the music and the lights. Fancy, huh?
It is.
All right, let's get
this light right here is something. Gotta tell
just
you.
wait till we get to the questions. All right, for $100, everybody. This is from. I'm not telling you when this is from because I'm not giving you that hint. Which athlete was in Time 100's most influential people of the 2023 list?
Okay, so I remember this one because you had to answer this question.
Yes.
Your initial thought process was off, and I think you went to a lifeline that was wrong, and then you went to me, the real lifeline, that was ultimately correct.
It's true.
After talking all that smack, the answer is B, Michaela Schifrin. That is the final answer for your boy.
That is correct. Yes, you did save me last week with this one. I appreciate that, Joshua. I got my guy a gift card last week thanks to you. Biles, she was actually named Times Person of the Year in 2021.
Okay.
But, you know, that was part of my thought process last week. All right, so you're $100 in. Congratulations, Joshua. Off to a great start here. Let's go for $1,000.
Oh, boy.
Which Nick had the most rebounds per game in the postseason?
I remember this question as well, and I think it might have been, I can't remember if it was Pee Wee, but the line that I used was, you should have gone with your heart, because I think he was leaning to Josh Hart as the answer, wasn't exactly sure, ended up being the right answer, so I'm going to go B, Josh Hart. Final answer.
That is correct. That is correct. I have to put a little more enthusiasm behind that one. That is great. Among players in the finals, Jason Tatum has the most that he's still in the game. Just giving you a little nugget right there.
All right, I remember that for Millionaire.
I'm all about the nuggets today, Joshua. I'm trying to step my, my game up as a host. Yeah, as you step up here to this $10,000 question. This one was from 4 weeks ago, so we're really going to test your memory here. Which SEC school has won the most Heisman Trophy winners? A, LSU, B, Alabama, C, Florida, or D, Oklahoma?
This was T-Bob. I remember this being T-Bob. LSU, we had gone through there. I think they've got 3. Alabama's a little bit more of a recent Heisman history. Trick question here. Oklahoma, not seen traditionally as an SEC school. They are entering the SEC here, so I'm going with D, Oklahoma as my final answer.
That is correct. We got to make these harder, apparently, because you got a good memory, Joshua. And if, in case you're curious, your Kyler Murray was actually the most recent Oklahoma guy to win the Heisman Trophy back
in. Not as big as a trophy, a little bit bigger than a trophy.
Not going for his height there. That was back in 2018 here. All right, how we feeling?
This, I mean, if it's going to be this easy, Brandon, get ready for your gift card, man.
All right. Well, you do have Brandon standing by as well as Chris here. You can also use 50-50 if you need some help. Let's see if we can stump you. We don't want to stump you, but you could get stumped here because this is a $100,000 question. And it's going to get a little harder. Let's get to it. Who was chosen with the infamous 199 pick in the 2024 NFL Draft?
Now, I think this might have been a Devin Gardner millionaire. Pick 199, Tom Brady, Michigan man. Devin Gardner, Michigan man. Certainly was not Joe Milton, who once was a Michigan man, left. Wasn't none of the other names toward the bottom either. I'm going to go with B. That is Christian Boyd as my final answer, pick 199.
How confident are you with that?
Pretty confident.
Confident enough to make it your final answer?
Yes, I am.
I tried to get you, but that was right. That was right.
Yeah,
yes.
you're making me trying to.
Christian Boyd, I'm trying to spice things up, Joshua.
Listen,
you're getting a little too confident over there in that chair.
Here,
yeah.
But don't play mind games on your boy
That's
while
what
he's
I'm
on the
supposed to
roll.
do. I'm the host.
That's crazy.
All right. Well, you're off to an incredible start. We only got a couple more questions left, and you haven't even.
Do we know who was on the shows where these questions were? I feel like I'm telling these stories, and I could be lying to America.
No, I mean, I think you're on the right track here. It makes sense. The relation, right?
I could be lying too, though.
Yeah. And, hey, just a reminder, you do have lifelines.
I know. I'd like to get them included here.
If we just want to check in just to make sure they're good, they're alive and well.
I've been a lifeline before. You got to save them.
Let's get to the $500,000 question.
Right.
This was from 3 weeks ago. Which team leads the postseason in goals against per game?
Sure.
A, Predators.
Yep.
B, Bruins.
Yes.
C, Rangers. D, Golden Knights.
Well, I'm going to bring in Chris Vossers here.
Yes.
Very knowledgeable about the sport of hockey. I believe I know the answer here, but I would just like to get confirmation on this one.
All right, Chris is standing by. Chris, what you got for our guy JP here?
More than happy to help out my guy JP, and this is really a full circle moment here on Clubhouse Millionaire, because when I was in Joshua's chair, I was asked this question, and I phoned my friend JP to help me out. And I don't remember the answer, but I do remember learning something really unique about Joshua's history, and in particular where he was born. And I think that should be enough to guide my guy JP to the correct answer for this. But I'm happy to provide more information if he needs it.
No, all the context is there for me.
Where were you born, Joshua?
In the city of Nashville. That is home of the Predators. So we know that's got to be the right answer.
Nashville, Tennessee. You're going with the Predators. Final answer?
Final answer.
Chris, you're now undefeated in Joshua's chair. Congratulations to you.
Appreciate you, Chris.
Checks out. Look at that. He just learned something new, and that's what helped him.
I know.
Learning about your birthplace.
How about that?
Have you been back to Nashville since, Joshua?
I have numerous times. I love Nashville.
It's a great city. Great city there.
It's blowing up, though. Traffic's a little crazy.
It is. It is.
You gotta get the traffic.
People are calling it the LA of the East.
Oh, boy.
East Coast. All right.
Less taxes, though.
Yeah, that's true. Anyways, I guess we should continue on with this game here. You've only used one lifeline. Brandon's still standing by. You still can use 50-50. It's going to get a lot tougher for you, Joshua, because this is the $1 million question. Are you ready?
I am ready.
All right, this is from 4 months ago, so you're going to have to go way back here. Which player led the MLB in home runs back in 2000? I believe this was Danny Graves' question.
This was a Danny Graves.
A, Jeff Bagwell. B, Vladimir Guerrero. C, Sammy Sosa. Or D, Jason Giambi.
All right, so this was, you say 4 months ago, because I do believe I remember the answer for this one. I would like to bring in Brandon Bender. I wanted to save my strongest lifeline for last. I want to ask him for help on this $1 million question here.
All right. Brandon, checking in on you. What can you tell our guy Joshua here?
Well, what I can tell you is that my all-time favorite player growing up as a kid and as a Cubs fan was very popular here in the city of Chicago. And then things kind of changed, but back then this player was my idol, and I think that he should be brought back with open arms. The answer is Sammy Sosa.
Ooh,
all right.
Okay.
So Brandon jogged my memory there. I do remember being up there with Danny Graves and mentioning Sammy Sosa. Brandon, I trust you, so we're going to lock this one in. The $1 million answer to the $1 million question. I'm going C, Sammy Sosa, and that is my final answer, bro.
Did Brandon steer you right? Let's take a look. Let's reveal the answer. It is C, Sammy Sosa.
Yes.
Congratulations. You won $1 million fake Clubhouse dollars, and Brandon Bender, thanks to you, you now helped our guy Joshua and won a nice little gift card.
And Brandon, how cool is that? One of your favorite players growing up, and that was $1 million answer.
So appropriate, Joshua.
Absolutely.
This is a dream come true.
Oh, well, we loved checking in with you, Brandon. Great to see that you're doing well here. Congratulations. Use that gift card wisely. Guys, we got a lot more coming up here on the Clubhouse here today. We are T-minus 5 hours from the start of the NBA Finals here. We could give you some game